She was the matriarch of the family, and it's as if the scepter, the crown, has been passed to you.
Okay.
Now,
What you just said, Mark, has brought the rest of his family to tears.
He's just taking up where my mom left off, actually. So everything you're saying is just so poignant and so right on it.
We are back with the psychic lawyer, Mark Anthony, and there are more people in this room than you see right here. We might count about 60. You see a whole lot more.
Yeah, where they're lining up. And, you know, when we're on the break, I was, a spirit came to me of a younger female, could be like late teens to mid-20s, and I got the sense of a hanging, that she died by suicide, and you said that made sense with you?
A girl in junior high committed suicide that I knew.
But was she older when she
was? We were in junior high, so we were.
She passed?
We were about 13.
Okay, because the woman that I'm getting, that I'm seeing is like late teens to mid-20s who took her life. And so I want you to think about that. But that spirit stepped aside, and I'm getting a maternal energy coming through that feels like she could be your mother. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so pardon me if I stand up. What the sense that I'm getting with this spirit is I'm feeling a fluid buildup in my lungs and a burning sensation. So this could indicate massive cardiopulmonary issues with her lungs and with her heart. I'm also getting this sick, nauseated sensation in my lower GI tract. And the burning sensation and the acidic buildup, this feels very much like a cancerous condition. Does that make sense to you in any way?
No, I have a grandmother that died, but I don't know.
No, let's stick with your mom.
But my mother had an ectopic pregnancy.
A what?
She died of ectopic pregnancy.
Which would be in this area. Did it cause her to go into cardiac arrest?
Possibly, I don't know.
Okay. And does the month of November?
Her birthday.
Her birthday? Okay, that's her. So when a spirit gives me a message of an explanatory advisory nature, and she's talking about the cause of death, and then they follow that up with an objectively verifiable fact, November, which was her birthday, that verifiable fact is how the spirit is letting you and I know that we've properly received and interpreted the message. So different medical conditions and causes of death have a similar sensation. Ergo, when I'm getting the fluid buildup in the cardiopulmonary, and then she switched down to the lower abdominal region, she died from complications with a pregnancy, which you confirmed, and then that threw her into cardiac arrest. That's what she's telling me about that. And she's showing me now, I realize that we're in the month of November, but now she's holding up a ring with an opal. And opals are a beautiful stone, so she could be referencing a piece of jewelry connected to you or her of significance with an opal, but this could also be an indicator for significant birth, death, anniversary, or event within the month of October. Does that make any sense to you? In what way?
My brother was born in October.
Is your brother here in this world?
Yes.
Okay. Is your brother having a lot of difficulty right now?
Yes.
And she's showing him, I'm getting like a lot of head pain, a lot of stress, a lot of tension,
yes,
and a lot of denial. It's like he's denying and not confronting or dealing with his problems. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And you're trying to be, are you his big sister?
Younger.
Younger? She said that you're trying to be the big sister by trying to comfort him, guide him, and help him bear this. And she says, keep doing it. Okay? Keep doing it. And even though he's not listening and he's shoving your advice and attention away, she said, don't lecture him. Just be the sister. Tell him I'm here for you. And also, he's walking a thin line with legality, too, I'm getting. Okay? And unless he starts listening to you and to the legal professionals, he's in legal trouble, isn't he?
I don't know.
He's headed right there. He needs to be listening to the legal professionals. Things are going to go badly for him, but if he starts listening to you and the legal professionals, then everything's going to be all right.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, I'm getting an older gentleman coming through, and I'm getting a draining sensation throughout my body. And a draining sensation is an indicator that his passing was not quick. I'm also getting massive pain running down my entire spine into my hips, and I'm feeling a fracture of the hip, particularly on the right side prior to his passing. I'm also getting difficulty eating and holding down food prior to passing, and a sense that there was like a mental incoherence, like he was coming in and out of mental clarity. Does that make sense with anybody? Okay, with you, don't give me his name or biographical data, just on the basis of what I told you, how does that make sense?
Well, my dad was ill for a very long time, and he had strokes over the years. And
so it'll be the mental clarity. Did he hurt his hip?
He fell, and apparently he had a heart attack we didn't know about, and he injured his hip.
Does the Leo time frame make sense to you or to him in any way? Leo running roughly from July 20th to August 22nd.
Yes.
In what way?
Birthday was in July.
His was?
Yes.
In latter part of July during Leo?
No, it was in the beginning of July.
No. When I let me instruct. When I give a time frame, you have to stick with the time frame.
Okay.
July 20th to August 22nd. And that could be connected to him or you or someone close to you. Births, deaths, anniversaries, or events within the Leo time frame.
I'm going to have to think about that.
All right, think about that because I don't want to say, oh yeah, end of July, but early July. That's not evidential.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
He's talking about the two of you, something in Leo. Could it be somebody else, birth, death, anniversary, or event?
Maybe one of you's a lion.
Sorry?
Maybe one of you's a lion.
My daughter was a Leo, born in July.
And that would be that. You said
July 19th.
Well, no, and look, I realize you're on TV and it's nerve-wracking and all that, and it would be very nice if this were texting or instant messaging, but it isn't. They come in and they start transmitting information. Is your daughter still here in this world?
Yes.
Okay. She good with facts, figures, and data?
Yes.
Okay, because he's showing like all these number the dads like that. Okay, she was lecturing you about facts, figures, and data and how you handle your finances.
We've spoken about it, yes.
Don't you love the way they're watching you? You said you really need to start listening to her, okay?
Okay.
Dad, I know you're her dad, okay. What's with you and sugar, 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 sugar?
I'm a diabetic.
Aha, okay. And you're sneaking sugar when nobody's looking.
Could be.
All right, let me go into the lore. Assuming, for the sake of argument, basically what your mother-in-law or father-in-law, your mom's on the other side too? Oh, wow, you're getting double teamed now. Okay, now you get the mother-in-law coming in. Did she just pass real quickly when she died? Just sort of, okay.
Yes, she did.
So I got the father that had the long, slow decline, the mother-in-law coming in. And the thing is, they love you like a son, and they're telling me to tell you to stop sneaking, because what you're doing is you're relying upon medication to solve your problems instead of doing a lifestyle and dietary change. And they're telling you that eventually the sore will get bigger than the Band-Aid that you're putting on it and will no longer be effective.
Yes. Okay.
What's with the toffee and the Heath bars? Mom's laughing. I'll let you take this one. He's
He's speechless.
He's amazed because every morning in his coffee he puts 2 pieces of chocolate into his coffee. And so that's a wow.
So what are we not doing tomorrow? and for the rest of ever? But the thing is, the reason they're doing this is they don't want you to get a stroke or a heart attack as much as you like these things, and they're coming through because they love you like a son and they want you to be there for their daughter. So I will leave that with the two of you.
Thank you.
All right, about 30 seconds, but when you say like the Leo time frame, are you seeing a lion? Are you seeing a calendar? What are you seeing?
Yeah, it's interesting. They give me different time frames, but with Leo I see a lion head. And sometimes it can mean the Leo time frame or a name like Leo, Leon, or Leah. And sometimes people say, well, I collect, images of lions, or it could be that. But yeah, they give me visual clues and cues to target specific time frames.
All right, we'll be right back with more readings from Mark Anthony, the psychic lawyer.